Welcome to the making of a DM. We gave $500,000 away. And a quick recap of what happened over the last 2 days in Cleveland, Ohio. This is going to be epic. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM. Hope you're having an amazing day today. As I'm sitting here, a little bit of rain going on in the treehouse here in Kirtland Hills, Ohio. We made it. The event, the Dealmaker live event, has concluded. As I'm talking to you, I hope you had an amazing Independence Day. Some call July 4th. Hope you got to spend time with the family and realize why this is possible, why we're able to have this amazing life. If you live in America, you have every option to succeed. If you're not succeeding, it's not because it doesn't exist. It's because you, my friend, haven't stepped up to the game to the level you're capable of. I want to share with you some big benefits and big side notes about the event. Before I do so, I just want to say thank you to everyone listening to my voice right now. Many of you have been following me for a long time. This is about 2.5 years I've been doing the making of a DM. So I want to say thank you. I truly do appreciate it. For the new folks that are here, welcome. This is a family. I've kind of known the effect we've had on people over the years. I've been in business now over 26 years. I've been doing podcasts before they were even called podcasts. They're called online radio shows. But I did see it in full effect June 29th to 30th in Cleveland, Ohio at the making of the DM live event. It was absolutely mind-boggling of the power of the room. And I want to say thank you guys for showing up. Seriously, it means so much to me. We had almost 400 people from all over the country, all over the world, attend Cleveland, Ohio, and connect with people. And our voice is being heard. People are making strides in their life that they never thought was possible until they got around people like that sitting in that room that day, those days, I should say. Hearing the positivity, hearing the challenges, more importantly, the solutions to the challenge. Just seeing people push out of their comfort zone into another hemisphere. It's absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful thing about standing on stage. I get to see the aha moments click. You can see every single person when they say, that's it. See, lots of people could have attended that meeting, that conference, but only about 400 people did. Not only that, we had a pretty cool private dinner with the Dons, we call it. About 280 people came to that dinner, which is awesome. Again, every connection point you could have, every detail, attention to detail. We didn't skimp. The the dinner with the Dons cost more money than a wedding cost, literally. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just sharing the truth with you, how much energy and dedication and thought goes into making your experience amazing when you come to my events. I couldn't have done it without my team, our event coordinators and all that. I mean, it's absolutely a million moving pieces to make this happen. Lunches were amazing. Everyone got to connect, sit at tables, which brings me to my point. Many people reached out to me, Mark, I can't make it. Can I buy an online ticket? The answer is very crystal clear. You cannot. See, this is the fucking problem with people. They don't want to be inconvenienced for growth. There's no way in hell that you're going to sit at home and Zoom and get the experience you get in person. It's impossible. See, people think they're saving money and time by not traveling to something like this. The truth is, I'm not here to sell you shit. I didn't sell one thing at this event. Every single person over-delivered massive value. Terry Summers, Ben Mearson, Sean Whalen, Mike Aguilaro, Nate Kennedy, Austin Rutherford, Maurice Claret, and everyone else in between. Everyone fucking showed up. And they were very crystal clear. Over-deliver. Nothing to sell. Guide. Pour into others. Share. Give. Open up. Hold nothing back. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, you could look like that's cool on camera. But the truth is, the people that are at this event know 100% that was very, very true what happened. Nothing was sold. Every single person was around, taking pictures, connecting with you, talking with you, helping you, guiding you, pushing you. That's what this is about. See, I'm not in the seminar business. Never have, never will be. I'm not a dancing bear. Truth is, I wasn't the one on stage that much. Most of the people, I want to bring in high-quality experts that can make everyone better, including me. I'm pulling from my relationship capital at the highest level. If you don't understand relationship capital, you're in the wrong game. I'm in this game forever. I'm not looking for one-night stands. I'm looking for long-term relationships. I'm looking to grow and expand. And that's what I love about when I do this once a year, these types of events. The connections are massive. Not just for you, but for me too. I don't go hide behind the curtain. I don't go hide in my room. I actually got my family out there with me. My wife, my kids are running around. I'm connecting. I want to hook up with you. I want to see what you're doing. I want to look you in the eyes. I want to shake your hand. If you don't have a mentor, if you don't have a support group that's doing that with you, they're simply just trying to get your money. If you go to an event and they run straight off the stage, they're selling you. If you go to an event and they're not hanging out at lunch and dinners and all that, they're selling you. Listen, everyone has different models. I'm not knocking them. I'm just speaking the truth. I'm not there to sell you. I'm there to help you. You've already been sold. You bought a ticket. The funny thing about that ticket is the investment didn't even cover our hard cost. Yeah, it's an inconvenience to leave your family for a couple of days, but you know what? What's a massive inconvenience is when you're not living to the potential you're capable of. When you're working so many hours and not home with the family. That's a fucking real inconvenience. See, I understand how important it is to go to these types of events. The truth is, if you're in the DM Alliance, our $1,000 a month mastermind group, or the DM family, the 50K year group, and you stayed at the hotel, you would have got a special gift in your room. If you guys follow social media, you'll witness this. There's so much thought put in to connecting with humans. I sit in this treehouse. I know you think I smoke cigars all day and hang out in the treehouse all day. But the truth is, I'm thinking about how to tap into your inner self to help you grow. And if you got that letter, that's 100% intentional. That picture, 100% intentional. It's interesting to me that people would make an investment to show up to an event and then not stay at the location where the event's being held. I've done this twice myself. It's stupid. The connections that happen on the escalator, elevator, hanging out for the breakfast bar, going to dinner late, grabbing a drink later. All these little things is where real opportunity happens. The whole entire hotel is packed with people who want to grow. And yet you get in your car at 5 o'clock after the event and go home thinking you're going to go hang out. Have you ever thought about maybe just go up to your room for an hour and let everything you just learned sink in? Maybe cry, maybe get excited, maybe do both, write stuff down, execute differently, and then go down and hang out and just connect with people. See, this is a big problem. People are missing the point of connection. Yes, it's cool to connect on social, but it's really cool to connect from social to in person. What's neat about this is you really get this vibe with the right people. You kind of see if anybody's full of shit or not. I can tell you, and I'm not bragging, but I am who I am on social and in person. I genuinely like people that want to be better. I can relate to them because I am them. See, a lot of times I'm 44 now. A lot of younger people in that room, which is exciting to see. One thing was cool. Sean asked, hey, how many people in here are millionaires? A lot of people. The majority of people raised their hands. And I know out of context, if you're brand new here, you're like, oh, dude, whatever. You're showing off. Fuck yeah, I'm showing off. I'm proud of that. Like, why wouldn't you want to roll with a bunch of millionaires, multimillionaires, decamillionaires, 100 millionaires, billionaires? That's the point. Why else would you be on this listening to this show if you did not want to become more financially stable, secure, to buy time freedom back? I've been to many events, 250 to 300 events. I don't know exact amount, but it's a lot. And when I host this event, I'm very conscious of the types of people we put in the room. The truth is you have to qualify to get in the room. A lot of people that wanted to come, we did not open the offer to them, not because we're dicks. It's because our job is to protect the group as a unit. And as we do that, the opportunities become endless. The connections become endless. The people want to connect. They're there to connect. But this event's different. See, I'm sitting in the room and we're watching people and we're talking and, from stage. In most events I've been to, actually all events, everyone's there to get rich quick. Not this room. I saw it in their eyes. I saw it in their soul. They're there to get wealthy forever. It's a way different game plan. I'm not saying people won't make a lot of money very quickly in that room, but that's not their intentions. Their intentions is to generate wealth so they can become financially free to leave a massive legacy for their family. Some of his biggest takeaways weren't like how to get rich. It was how to spend more time with their family. That's different. Some of their biggest takeaways wasn't thinking, Mark, I want to grow my team, but more, how do I become a better leader to grow the team, to keep the team I have and make them better, to grow the company so I can depart the company and still live an amazing life. It's a different event. If you weren't there, you don't understand. You would have never felt that on Zoom. That's why I never sold tickets to Zoom. That's why I will not sell the after tickets. It's not for that. It's for the privileged people that take their business and life serious, that show up even when it's an inconvenience. We're all busy, but until you stop making the same fucking excuses of why you can't go or you don't understand I have another vacation, we're all busy. We're all busy. I get it. Some people had stuff planned. I understand that. But some people could have easily made it. Easily. But yet they choose not to. They chose to be normal. They chose to stay home with their thumb up their ass, acting like they're doing something big. They're talking to their friends, being the king of the dipshits, thinking they're crushing the game of life. But until you're truly in a room where you're hearing guys selling companies for 40 million, 120 million, 86 million, 22 million, 5 million, etc., you don't realize what you're comparing against. And it's not a comparison game, but what's a possible game. You meet the guy that sold a company for $40 million. Like, dude, he's no better than me. Shit, I actually am smarter than him. You could borrow his belief. You could see what's possible. To me, that's the best thing in the world. Getting around other people that's pushing you. See, it's not about being dumb or smart or in between. It's about just wanting to be better. I'm the poster boy for, if this kid can do it, why can't I? Barely graduated high school. Never went to college. Don't know the difference between there, and there still today. And yet I've written 12 best-selling books, have generated hundreds of millions of dollars in businesses of my own, have helped many, many people become called the mentor of the mentors. And yet I feel like I've done nothing. True story. When I left that room, I probably felt just like you. I'm not doing enough. I can do better. I can give more. I can be more, and I will do more. And then it settles, and you kind of get in a low for a minute because you start realizing that what we're capable of, that we're playing small. Like I said, I knew I had a voice. We all have a voice, by the way. But sitting in that room, shaking people's hands and looking them in the eyes and connecting with them, I've realized how important my voice is to another level. I will be amplifying it. I will be adding money to invest to get the word out at a higher level. I have a lot of amazing people sharing their success inside the DMA Alliance, DMA group. That's the $1,000 a month mastermind I hold. People are absolutely crushing it in there. Lives are being transformed one day at a time. They're connecting, they're growing. One thing I realized too is sitting in these rooms is that you think you have a problem, but once you share your problem and someone raises their hand and says, I know how to solve that, you don't have that problem anymore. We all heard the saying, I want bigger problems. Most of you just say it. You genuinely don't want bigger problems. If you would already have them. Too many people are too busy talking about the same problems, expecting different results. The truth is, most of you are talking about your problems to people that wish they had your problem. Therefore, they can't help you. They don't know how to solve it. They're actually going to tell you, oh, man, it sucks to be you. Or, wow, man, I don't know, but man, keep crushing it. But you get in a room like the Dealmaker live event room of people that's been there, done that, and want to show you how to expedite out of that problem through a solution, your life will change forever. The magnitude of the ripple effect that's taking place from this event is unmeasurable. Many of you are sitting on a book right now, are afraid to write it. Well, if you're in that room, you'd have met my boy Mike that helped me write multiple of my books. I have 2 books writing with him right now. Many of you are scared to do a podcast show because you're afraid to be judged. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid to be judged. You're absolutely afraid to be judged. Why are you so worried? Why do so many people worry what others think about them? I genuinely could give 2 shits. I want to be liked, don't get me wrong. But I'm not worried about sharing my opinion or voicing my thoughts to the world or my experiences to the world, afraid to being judged. I remember when I was buying my Rolls Royces and mansions and taking jets, people were like, dude, you're showing off. Okay. Like, what's that have to do with? I'm not showing off. I'm sharing my journey. Oh, by the way, just like you shared that fucking cheeseburger you got at Five Guys online, are you showing off or are you just sharing your journey? See, the difference is we're on 2 fucking different journeys, homie. I'm sharing my real life. I'm taking videos of my kids hanging out, playing on toys with me, playing with them, while you're out talking like you're doing big shit, making $100,000 a year. And you're telling me I'm bragging? You're damn right I'm fucking bragging. I busted my ass to get to this point in my life. I fucking went through hell many times and I still will. To have the life I've created by pure grit, resilience, effort, struggle, determination, drive, effort. I wouldn't trade it for the world. There's nothing you can say that will deter me, my friend. Nothing. Evans, you don't own the jet. No shit. I talk about chartering all the time. Why? I hate fucking flying. I will have a jet, though, when the kids get older and we can utilize the jet to get them to experiences to another level. It's timing. It's all timing. By the way, this goes both ways. There's guys in that room that are 29 years old, 25 years old, 22 years old, and younger. Actually, there's a 14-year-old in the room. And they're looking at me, and Sean, and Maurice, and all those guys that are generating millions of dollars a year, said, I want to do that. Cool, you can do that, but you can't do that today, maybe. But you can get on the path to doing it. I stopped judging myself a long time ago against other people. I want to be in rooms with other great people. I want to be inspired by what they're doing, but also, this is like a buffet. There's certain things I want to take from certain people. I don't need to, just because they're sharing it all doesn't mean I need to do it all. It's pieces. Pull from what you need to help you grow with where you're at. We don't know. There's 400 people in the room. We don't know exactly where each person's at. We know that one thing in common, they want to grow, but everything else is just details. Where they're at financially, mentally, emotionally, physically. You know, one thing that's common, and I'm just sharing thoughts here, is that what you realize in business, it's really about emotional intelligence. When you get that lawsuit, what do you do? When the bank account goes south, what do you do? When an employee steals from you, what do you do? When you got to fire someone, what do you do? When a customer starts calling you out online, saying stuff that's not true. What do you do? See, these are all things that stop people from progressing because they don't know what to do. I did a show about this about 3 or 4 weeks ago about who do you call when shit hits the fan? Because if you're doing anything worth doing, shit will hit the fan daily, if not weekly. I want you to experience the most amazing life in the world. I want you to spend more time with your kids, grandkids, and family. I want you to have the most beautiful experiences in life. Yesterday, me and my son jumped in the Rolls, dropped the convertible. It's a drop head, 2015 drop head. They stopped making them in 17. It's a pretty cool car. I barely drive it. And I went and got donuts with him at Patterson's Fruit Farm here in town. And we're talking. Mark, what's your biggest asset? My name, Dad. I only got one. My name. Mark, what's the difference between assets and liabilities? Keep in mind, he's 6.5. Mark, we got to focus on P&Ls. What's P&L mean, Mark? Mark, ROI. What do you got? Mark, ROI. Where do you stand? Mark, are you investing in life or just going through the motions in life? What are you doing? You as the listener right now. Are you just going through the motions? I know. Sometimes it feels like it. But if you don't have bigger plans for all these motions, you're going to wake up without anything to show for all this effort. You're already working hard. Why not work hard on something worth hard working for? You are in control of that. It won't be pretty every day. It won't be easy every day. But that's what it's about. There's a lot of times I missed with my family. There's a lot of times I did without to get to where I'm at. I see so many of you wasting money to be cool. A lot of talk at the event was about recession. When is the recession happening? Well, I can tell you this. It's already happened. It's happening as we hear my voice. It's real time. But there's a euphoric stage that goes on with recession. It takes about a year and a half for it to catch up with the data. It's a lagging indicator. We are in a recession. I can tell by the vibes of people. I see the way they're spending or not spending. In my business is real time in our companies. You do not want to be on the wrong side of this recession. Me and my buddies are prepared financially, emotionally, physically, mentally ready for what's happening and is about to happen. We will be buying companies up. We'll be hiring amazing talent that will be available. We will be expanding businesses to another level. My friend, you better be in the right rooms during these times at a whole nother level. These are uncharted territories for most. You're going to make a lot of bad decisions if you're not in the right rooms. You better get a hold of your spending real quick. You better stop wasting and start securing and investing. It's time to hunker down. If it's not making money today, there's no speculation going on over here, that's for sure. It either makes money or doesn't, period. Not maybe, not it's going to. It either does or doesn't. This is the season of massive focus. Massive focus. If you're not focused, you will get wiped out. Mark my words. If you're out there fucking willy-nillying it, thinking you're a big shot, you don't have reserves in the bank to have a solid 12 months of reserves to sustain your lifestyle as is, you're in trouble. It's on the horizon. You must get serious. I would hate for you to lose at a level at where you're at today. All that hard work goes out the window. There's going to be a lot of people listening to my voice that go bankrupt in the next 24 months or less. I guarantee it. There's going to be a lot of people that lose a lot of momentum in the next 24 months or less. I guarantee it. Mark my words. This is recorded for a reason. I'm sharing this to you real time for a reason. The storm is here. What are you going to do about it? How are you pivoting? How are you latching down the hatch? How are you securing what you have and where you're going? This is no time for distractions, only time for focus. As my boy Sean always says, it's time to get your house in order, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. The storm is upon us. Don't play the game. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. I'm telling you, it's here and it's going to stay. I want to see you succeed. Start forging deeper relationships. Start extracting conversations financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, all this. Now is the time. I remember back in 2006, 7, everyone's like, oh my God, it happened so fast. I'm like, dude, we saw this a mile away. A mile away. It's like literally exactly same situation. Don't think for a minute that you're indestructible. I'm preparing harder, dialing it in tighter, hunkering down deeper, and putting our arms around it much better this time. And we did really well last time. I wish I'd have went harder. I wish I'd have went bigger. If you experienced 2006, 7, and 8, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't you wish you'd have bought a lot more back then? Because that shit went way up. It's now. It's happening. What are you going to do? Another cool thing we did, gave away an Aston Martin. Can't do that shit on Zoom, live and in person. Gave a car away. How cool is that? My boy Matt G out of Florida won that one. Not only that, probably the thing I'm most proud of, not probably, 100% the most proud of, we generated over $500,000 for Operation Underground Railroad Project to save sex trafficked kids. To say I'm honored is an understatement. To say how proud I am, a massive understatement. It was the most spectacular thing I've ever seen in my life, besides my kids being born. Literally, my boy Ben Mearson showed up to a whole nother level. He was the MC, and way more than that, delivered a powerful message, moved the room. People opened their hearts and opened up their wallets to realize that we can give so much more. Over $500,000 was raised. What's cool about that is our goal was $250,000. So we shot that over 100%, which I'm super excited about. But the most thing I'm most excited about, we're going to change a lot of lives with those donations. The famous artists were there. Anthony, Brunke, my boy Nick provided a cool piece, jewelry, proclamation jeweler. Wolves in Art, Anthony Riccardi, Follow Your Heart. Amazing things happened that night. Again, this ain't things you can learn on Zoom and watch on Zoom and get it. But what happened that night on the donation side and charity side is people realized that they're capable of so much more. And not only that, it's way bigger than just making money. It's about giving, about stepping up to a whole nother level. I've never seen anything like it before, ever. And in 30 minutes, we raised over $500,000. I'm very proud of that. We've built a tribe of great people that actually care way more than just making money. And that's something that will give on forever. We won't probably ever meet these children, ever. Think about that. Right now as we speak, there's millions of children being sold as sex slaves. Millions. Yes, in America. All over the world. And Alpha, the guy from Operation Underground, was there. He was mentioning how drug dealers realized, like, I could sell a kilo of Coke one time. I can sell a child 12 times a day. If this doesn't hit home, if it doesn't hit you in the gut, I don't know what does. But to me, that's what I want to do. My goal is to give over $100 million away in my lifetime minimum. Minimum. I want to give more. I want to do more. I want to be a voice of what I believe. To me, this is what life's about. Yes, it's cool to have cool things and have great experiences, but what about the people that can't truly help themselves? How to give. There will be a link in the show if you want to donate $1 or $1 million or $100 million. I'll give it to you here. It's my.ourrescue.org/deal. If you make a donation, shoot me a message on Instagram at Mark Evans DM and say, Operation Underground Railroad. I'll send you something special just for being a part of this journey with me. I do think at the end of the day, I just want to say thank you to the DM Alliance, the DM family, and everyone that participated in this event and truly sharing the message, keeping the conversations going as it's just, I'm standing on cloud 9. I'm floating, I should say. I really am still in euphoric stage 5 days later. I've never been so honored to be in the position I'm in as I am today. It's become very clear that I'm really just getting started, right? There's two times in life when you realize when you're born. When you're born and when you realize what you're going after, what your goals are. That moment happened on the 30th for me. Getting goosebumps even talking about it. Because we can do so much more as a unit. You don't have to go alone. You have to be very focused. You have to know what your core values are, unique abilities, align with great people, and a lot of great things will happen. I couldn't have done it without you guys. I genuinely couldn't have. Next year, if we do it again, think about how big it will be. How much we'll raise. Nothing to sell, simply just to share and give. I'm excited to be on this journey of life with you. I appreciate you being here on the podcast, listening to my voice. I'm working on Meconomy, getting the audiobook ready for the world. There's a lot of moving pieces over here, but rest assured, my friend, I'm not sleeping. I'm not sitting down, slacking. I'm in the game with you. Toe to toe, chest to chest. We're in this fight together. We must stand up. We must execute relentlessly, and we must build and grow and expand. And with that, have an amazing day. Make today count.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. And I come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans here. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.